Tonight, gentle wanderer, let the hush of the night draw itself around you like a soft, celestial shawl, woven from threads of moonlight, warmed by the sighs of distant stars. Feel your breath fall into a slower rhythm. Soft, warm, unhurried, the inhale rising like a pale lantern drifting upward on a quiet wind, the exhale falling like a silver feather twirling through darkness. And in this warm slowing, everything around you loosens, softens, melts into the sweetness of stillness, as though the world, at last, remembers how to rest. Allow yourself to drift, not forward, not backward, but inward, into a place where thoughts grow faint, footsteps grow weightless, feelings glow like small fires kept alive through winter's quiet. Imagine a gentle horizon unfolding in front of you, painted in long strokes of indigo and silver. A horizon that breathes with you, expands with you, settles with you, drawing you into a landscape made entirely of calm. You rise slowly, weightlessly, as if the ground beneath you becomes a warm cloud lifting you upward. No effort, no pull, just a gentle invitation to float. Higher and higher still, until the sounds of the waking world fall away, until the last echoes of the day dissolve into a soft, velvety dark, and you find yourself drifting toward a realm whispered about only in the oldest dreams. The luminous valley, a land where quiet has a voice, where starlight has a pulse, where every bit of air hums in a soft, sleepy rhythm meant to guide wanderers toward peace. As your feet touch the ground of this valley, the earth feels warm, smooth, gentle under your soles, like silk warmed beneath a sun that never fully rises. The grasses here are tall and silver, swaying slowly, as though the air itself rocks them like a cradle, their soft glow brushing against your legs like affectionate whispers. The valley stretches endlessly beneath a sky drenched in moonlit haze, the moon itself wide and drowsy above, its light drizzling down in slow, fluid beams. Far in the distance, you see a faint shimmering shape, curled gently inside a floating star, rocking ever so slightly. And as you walk toward it, your steps make no sound at all. The ground absorbs every footfall like a loving embrace. When you reach the star shell, you see the being inside. Small, luminous, made of silver gold light that fades and brightens with each soft breath. This is Luma, guardian of the valley, formed from moon dust, starlight, and the quiet heartbeat of the universe. Luma's eyes open slowly, glowing like the last embers of a fire drifting toward sleep. And in those eyes, there is no urgency, no fear. Only an ancient, comforting knowing, a recognition that you belong here, that this valley has been waiting for your tired mind to rest in its glow. Luma lifts its head, drifting upward without moving a single limb, simply rising with the ease of a sigh. And the air brightens around it, a color shift like candlelight waving in a distant window. The cavern behind Luma pulses with long intervals of blue light. Slow, deep, steady, like the universe breathing through an ancient throat. But tonight, something in the rhythm feels different. Slightly heavier, slightly slower, as though the valley itself has fallen into a slumber too deep, even for a place made of dreams. Luma tilts its head, concerned, and together, you drift toward the cavern opening, letting the cool night air brush against your face like a gentle hand reassuring you. Outside the cavern, the valley lies quiet. Silver grass is still as untouched water, stones dimmer than usual. Even the soft glow lining the edges of the hills seems to rest beneath a blanket of muted shadow. Normally, the lullaby wind would glide through the valley, carrying low harmonies spun from starlight threads. But tonight the wind holds itself still, the entire realm caught in a long, silent breath. Luma glides forward across the valley floor, its light softening so as not to disturb the fragile hush. And you follow, each slow step sinking deeper into calm, deeper into the gentle heaviness blooming inside you. The grass remains motionless. Yet beneath, Luma's fingers, brushing along the tips of the blades. A faint trembling answers, a soft, sleeping melody, stirring deep within the soil, as if trying to remember the rhythm it once held. You and Luma follow the nearly imperceptible pulses, moving along a winding path made of stone. Stones that usually hum beneath every step, warm and welcoming. But tonight, only whisper faintly, their song dimmed to the quietest breath. The path curves slowly, leading you toward the center of the valley, toward a place older than the moon that hangs above. The Harmony Well, source of every melody that has ever drifted through this land. When you reach the well, the silence deepens. The glowing water inside is still, its surface flat, unmoving, dull as though its heart has forgotten how to beat. Beside the well lies a trembling little being, curled into itself, a creature made of vibrating light, faint and flickering, its form dimming in uneven pulses. This is Vero, an echo sprite, a being that exists only through vibration, sound, and melody. And tonight, its glow is dangerously thin. Luma floats toward Vero, dimming its light even more, moving with such softness that the air barely stirs around its body, and you kneel beside the tiny sprite, feeling a protective warmth swelling inside your heart. Vero's voice comes in small quivers, like a broken instrument trying to produce sound, and it tells its story. A story not of malice, but of desperation. Vero had grown to faint, too quiet, its echo body thinning until it feared it would dissolve. So it absorbed the valley's melodies, trying to survive, unaware that in doing so, it put the valley to sleep. Luma listens with compassion blooming in gentle waves, a golden warmth spreading through its core, then raises a small, glowing hand, letting it hover above Vero, not touching, only offering presence, safety, forgiveness. Luma breathes once, long and soft, and begins to hum. The hum is almost silent. A warm, steady thread of sound woven from pure tenderness, the kind of sound that mends what fear has torn, that reaches into loneliness and lights a candle there. The sound flows into view, smoothing its trembling edges, strengthening its fading form. And as Vero steadies, it begins to release the melodies it had taken. Slowly, painfully slowly, each note rising out of its small body like warm droplets of light. Drifting back into the well, one by one, the melodies return, and the well stirs, then breathes, then begins to glow, brighter, warmer, fuller, until it exudes a deep, soothing hum that spreads across the valley like ripples across still water. The grasses shimmer with renewed life. The stones flicker. The cavern crystals pulse awake, and the lullaby wind returns, moving softly through the valley like a long-awaited sigh. Luma and Vero settle beside each other, glowing in gentle harmony. And you feel the hum pass through you, loosening the last tightness in your body, the last noise in your mind, allowing you to sink deeper into the cradle of the valley's soft breath. And now, gentle wanderer, let this hum carry you inward, deeper, softer, toward the warmest part of rest.